Good morning everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, my voice is a little bit hoarse, throat's a little sore, so I'm going to be doing an ASMR style video. Speaking softly and coughing. Excuse me. So first things first, coffee. Love coffee. Okay. I'm gonna start out my normal routine. Purely Matcha green tea moisturizer. I still have so much of this left in this bottle, and I have a whole new one. I think I've had this for like 3 months maybe. So that's pretty good. Totally worth the $45. And my husband laughs at me when I do this. This is the best sound. $111 Skin Rose Gold Radiance Booster. Oh gosh, there's oil all over the side of this, so I didn't even need to open this to use it. Pretty sad. I guess there wasn't enough, but I'm just gonna take the remnants of what was left. Put that on. Itchy. And that was Feel Bright. This is Feel Bright Squalane Facial Oil. Next, Straight Radiate from I Do Care. This is Radiance Moisturizing Gold Gel Cream. Not much on the lid this time. Whoa. This stuff is like jelly. There we go. Just pop that back on. Take my rings off for this part and blend. It's very important to get moisturizer on your neck and chest. Of course, I have necklaces in the way, but still try to get some on there because that is where you'll show a lot of signs of aging. Your face could look perfect, but your neck and your chest area, if it's all wrinkled, well, then you can really tell. So, next I'm going to use my Pixie Skin Treats Rose Glow Mist. Haven't used this one in a while. Just haven't. I don't know. Just haven't. So I'm going to spray some. And It smells so good. Just fan that on there. I like the sounds of lids. It's a popular ASMR trigger. So next, I'm thinking about what I want to do today, and I really want to be able to do some cool designs with my ColourPop liners, but I'm finding that it's difficult to use them on skin that has powder on it. So for example, straight here, when I use my concealer and my setting powder, it makes it more difficult to draw. And I'm wondering, I guess I can just keep trying out different ways, because I really do want to do my eyes. I feel like when I don't do my eyes, that any makeup I wear is just gonna start running down my face. So we'll just figure it out as we go. I'm just lining my brows like I usually do. Just trying to follow their natural curves. I like this sound too. There we go. I'm gonna get my Walmart sponge and just dab, dab, dab. The worst part when doing this, I feel, is just this inner corner, because this sponge is a little big, and maybe if it was a little smaller, it would be easier to do. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just the way my eye shape is. It's a little more difficult to get in there. But also, if you guys are wearing headphones when you're listening to this, that stompy noise, that's my neighbors. Yeah, I hear that at all hours of the night. Sometimes it wakes us up, but they get a lot louder. It sounds like they're wrestling, throwing people on the floor. It's quite interesting. We call them Stompy. That's their nickname. And you know, when we first moved in and we started hearing them stomp around, we thought maybe they're like really heavy individuals and they can't really help it. Maybe they have kids or something. It turns out they're both about, oh, I don't know, 5'9" and like 100 pounds. They're tiny little people and they make the biggest noise. Tina was over here the other day. Actually, it's been kind of a while. Tina, When you coming over, girl? I still hear them just stomping around. But this is my Ciate London Extraordinary Translucent Setting Powder. Tina, I'm gonna have to do your hair soon, so you're gonna have to come over and listen to Stompy again. I did highlights in Tina's hair a few months ago, and she said, "Are your neighbors marching?" What are they doing? And I said, well, that's how they always sound. We actually called to make a report to the front desk, and they said, well, you know, that's sort of just family life for you. And I thought, that can't be normal. It can't, like, there's so much stomping. Never heard so much stomping in my life. And at one point, I think they were babysitting somebody, and we didn't realize it, and all I heard was like screaming and stomping. And I take domestic violence very seriously, so I called the cops, and it turns out they just had somebody over that they were babysitting, and they were like playing hide and seek or something, and he was like screaming, like out of joy, I guess. I don't know, but I was like, oh, okay. Sorry. I mean, not sorry, because if it was a case of domestic violence, I'm glad I called, but chill your kid out, man. It's just crazy. Sometimes we put on the rain sounds on our Echo and pretend that they're just thunder. Because I'm not kidding. It is all hours. It never stops. We'll wake up at like 3 in the morning and they're stomping around. And I think their bedroom is right above our bedroom. So that's all we hear. Just dum, dum, dum. I wonder if it's one of those things where you sort of love to complain about someone, or someone like annoys you, and then when they're gone, you kind of miss them. I don't know, I'd probably forget about it as soon as they left, but occasionally I think they go away on the weekends and we're like, I haven't heard Stompy in days. I wonder if they're okay. And then they'll just start stomping. It's the only complaint we have with living here, so we've got it pretty darn good. And we just sort of make a joke out of it. I just wanted you guys to know, because I've listened to ASMR with headphones on before, and you can hear everything that goes on around the person who's doing it. So that's what that is. Okay. I put all my stuff away yesterday, so I gotta dig it all out. And I'm trying not to keep going back to this palette, but I just love it. Now, Jan from Seattle, shout out to you, girl. She recommended a palette that I'm gonna try. It's got lime green colors, so I'm gonna check that one out. I don't think I have any really lime green anything, except for a couple shades here and there. Like Take Me Back to Brazil has some greens, and I've used them before and I really like them. So just getting out the basics. I am so excited because my husband's been so supportive, and he said that when I get to my goal, he wants to get me a new vanity. My vanity's like already getting, like, it's already too small for all the stuff that I have, and I just keep getting more stuff. So I'm excited about that. I'm gonna start having to like empty out some drawers in this dresser over here and like make space for all this stuff I have, and I love it. I'm like, anywho, all right, so I'm gonna do my eyebrows first with my Wet n Wild Natural palette and my Farrah 15E angled brow brush. First, I do this every time. I dip into my palette and I go, oh, I have to brush my eyebrows. So I'm just a creature of habit. So I know that I need to tweeze these puppies a little bit, but I need to get some tweezers first. So bear with me on the fuzz. It's my fuzz anyway. All right. Oh, you know what? This is a bad idea, guys. A really bad idea because I didn't brush away my eyes yet. Oh no. Well, I mean, go big or go home. We'll see what happens if I get blurry eyebrows. I blame the lack of coffee, if anything. All right, hold on. Let's see if we can do this without messing up our eyebrows, huh? Silly me. For some reason, my nose and cheeks are sort of red today. That's not a usual occurrence. I wonder if it's from a product that I use that I don't usually use. Pixie Skin Treats. No, I'm just kidding. Well, it might be. Who knows? I'll let you know. Maybe I'll use it again tomorrow and see if it happens the same thing. But we'll cover that up and no one will even know. Except you guys. I won't judge if you won't judge. I won't judge anyways, but... Hi, Duchess. Hi. That cute little trill is my little girl, Duchess. Fluffbud, as we call her. Okay. All done there. Now, bronzer. I'm going to start with this matte reed one mixed with Bahama Mama bronzer. necklace my husband got me. I love that it jingles. It's like I have my own cat collar. We just got our cats the cutest collars for Halloween. If I can nab one of them in this video, I'll show you. That's how I call them. Come here. Come here. Hi, Chubby Chubs. Hi. Hi, Chubbies. Oh, okay. Here's my chubs. There's your chubbies. Show them your collar. See? Hers is purple. It has this cute little moon charm. If I could get her to hold still. There we go. See? There's a good girl. There's a good girl. Okay, you go play. Francis's collar is all black with the gold moons and stars. And those collars actually glow in the dark. Oh god, that was a terrible idea. It's the infamous Dutchy fuzz. Alright, let's move on before I get a cat hair in my eye. Okay. I'm just gonna put these things in my to-go bag. Reposition my foot because it's falling asleep. Okay. Next is my Huda Beauty 3D highlighting palette in Golden Sands. It's a weird sound. Thunder. Old school thunder. Where is it, Daddy? Okay. I'm gonna take my first we have to do blush, silly bee. What are you doing? My blush brush and Zanzibar. I haven't used Zanzibar in a while, so we'll just put that down. Go over to the Madison Miller palette. Grab some blush. Try to blend in these red spots that we have going on here. Weird, so weird. Now, I would like cover up the red with my concealer, but the problem is that I don't like to have concealer anywhere else on my face except for my eyes, because often I end up messing it up and disturbing it, and then it just, you get like a hole of coverage, and it just, I don't like it. So we'll just try to cover it up with a lot of blush. It's probably like a super hyper ASMR. More energetic than what you guys are used to. But hopefully the soft sounds can still help you sleep. Tina says she falls asleep to my makeup videos all the time, even just the regular ones, which tells me I'm really boring. Just kidding. She says I have a really soothing voice, which makes me feel good. say jealous. My husband just came home because he forgot his silicone ring. He's an electrician and his ring is Damascus steel. We had a blacksmith make his ring, hand forged, and he can't wear that when he's working, so he had to switch it out with the silicone ring. So that's what that pause was for. So I'm gonna take my Morphe M573 brush. I'm going into the Jeffree Star Morphe X Artistry palette in the shade Lynn, and just putting this as the base shade today. And unfortunately, I don't have much time left, so I'm gonna have to do something really simple today. And I think that I might actually do something kind of crazy this weekend in terms of like a really detailed, really dramatic eye look. We'll see what happens if I feel that I have time. I'm trying to not wear myself too thin, and we do have family night with both our families Saturday and Sunday, so I just want to be mindful of that, but I might feel up to it, so we'll see. What do I want to do now? So I like this designer label color. It's really pretty, but I think I want to do a transition color first, and that's going to be Channel, which is like this tan shade, and I'm going to put it in the crease. And I am using a Farrah brush. This one I think is a blending brush, but the letters that tell me what kind of brush it is have already worn off, so unfortunately I don't really know. And then I'm gonna go into Girl, which is like this shimmery bronze shade, and I'm gonna put it in the corner here and bring it out. And we'll just do the same thing to the other side. No, it doesn't seem to be showing up very well with the brush, so I'm going to use my finger for this and just lay that down like that. Again, it's not as pigmented as I would expect it to be. That's okay though. And then I'm just gonna take this, blend it in if I can. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna show you what this shade looks like real quick. So this is the shade I'm using right here, and it looks like it would be super pigmented, but it's not really. This is the one that I want to use, so I'm going to use that next, and I'm going to use it with my finger. And this is super silky feeling, and I'm going to go all the way to the corner with this. Okay. I'm gonna bring this in a little bit further into the corner to give a real nice contrast between this line here and the rest of my lid. Okay, and now I'm going to take just a flat sort of brush. This is a Wish brush, and I'm gonna bring this down. This is the shade Girl, that orangey copper sparkly shade and bring it down underneath my lower lash line. I like to incorporate the colors that I'm using in the top with the colors I'm using in the bottom as well, just for nice, I don't know, just brings it all together. Nice just to have some mascara. I feel like the mascara without liner makes my lashes look a bit longer, so I'm just going to see how that looks. It's okay if you get mascara on your cheeks or on your eyes while you're doing this. If you use a Q-tip, typically I find a dry Q-tip works best. Then you can just sweep it away. So I got some under my eyes here. I'm just gonna clean that up a little bit. There we go. And I'm gonna take my Morphe M573 brush with any leftover lin that I had and just go underneath this eye that I just cleaned up, just in case I wiped away any of the shadow. Just want to make sure to add it back. Now I will say that I think that the orangish color of this mixed with the pink of my blush is looking a bit odd. So the way I'm gonna fix that, this might seem strange, is to look for a brush that I can't find. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna take Mogul, which is this purple shade, and I'm gonna put this in place of the orange. And I'm not using a lot, just enough to show some pigment and shift. I gotta be careful too that I don't get mascara everywhere. And then I'm gonna take one of these blending brushes from Fair and just blend this in a little bit. And there we go. So that was an easy shift. Now I will need to take some of this underneath the eye just to make it cohesive. Is that what I'm trying to think of? There we go. Okay, and that fixed that. So you guys can always do stuff like that if you find like, oh, this isn't really something that I thought I wanted. Just put another shade over top of it. Won't hurt nothing. So now I'm going to use some gloss, and I'm going to use my L'Oreal Color Juice in Cherry on Top. My Ofra and Madison Miller gloss on top of that. There we go. Alright guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day. Always remember, no matter who you are or where you are loved and you are enough.